Good morning to you, Grenada, CARICOM, Pity, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world, wherever you may be at this time. Good morning, good morning. Hope you had yourselves a great weekend and that all is well. But if all is not well, remember, you're still not doing too bad, all right? Life is a gift. Life is the possibility that things may change for the better. It may change for the worse too. Sometimes it's got to get worse before it gets any better, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's 29 minutes on to 7 o'clock, and it's a wonderful opportunity to be here with you this morning. All those who made it possible, well, thank you very much. Yeah. When you come with that name, you are victorious. Yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I had a rainy weekend, right? Yeah. Remember, there are folks who wish they were getting some rain. So don't complain too much, all right? No. I want to take the opportunity right off the bat to extend my deepest condolences to the family of Adrian Spaceman Mitchell, who transitioned yesterday. Man, Spaceman, yeah? The guy who single-handedly transformed Riverside and surrounding areas. Just to sing for you. I walk with Jesus. I talk with Jesus. I stay with Jesus. On behalf of the management and staff of the GBN, we extend our deepest condolences. Personally, I'd like to extend my personal condolence to the family. Yeah, Spaceman was, you know, he was just a different kind of guy, man. I mean, you know, when I heard that yesterday, you know, it really touched me because, you know, Spaceman impacted my life personally too, you know. Yeah, in the early years of getting involved in Calypso, Spaceman was the one who, you know, did all the recordings, paid for the recordings, and not just me, but quite a number of Calypsonians I know can vouch to that, you know. But nonetheless, the great master has called him home. It's not a case of he did not make it. It's a case that he was called. Alright? Yeah, good morning to you, Yolande Swan. She says a pleasant good morning to you, Mr. Joseph. How was your weekend? Blessed morning to all the listeners of GBN. Good morning, Yolande. Blessed morning to you too. My weekend was, well, should I say confined? Yeah, you could say that. Yep. Sharon Bartholomew says, good morning, everyone, from Northern Virginia, where it's a balmy 29 degrees. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Sharon will enjoy it to the fullest, all right? Yolande Smith Phillips says, good morning, everyone. Nice. To all those of you who are on our online platform, any one of them, good morning to you. You're in the diaspora. Well, good morning. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you rested a lot. Hope you got the opportunity to, you know, go to a church somewhere and just congregate and, you know, give God some praise and thanks for, you know, carrying you through despite the fact that things could get tough, and sometimes they are tough, but, you know, he carries us through, man, and we gotta say thanks for that. Catherine Phillips says, good morning, Grenada, good morning, Innocent, happy new week. Please say good morning to Jacinta John for me. Jacinta John, good morning, coming from Catherine Phillips. Judy Lewis says, good morning, Innocent, and others, blessed day. Same to you. Nice. Hope you're doing fine. It's going to be rainy today. We'll get a confirmation as to the weather when we do a weather report right after the news. But, just prepare yourself for the rain because, this is the time for that. Alicia Charles, good morning, Mr. Joseph. Good morning, Alicia. How are you this morning? Hope you're doing fine. Yeah. It's just about that time when we get to the word of the day, and it's an action word today. It's a word to get you up and doing something. Yeah, the word today is gravitate. 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 And to gravitate is to move, tend to move, or be attracted to or towards someone or something. You gravitate into someone. You're moving towards someone. Again, Gravitate. That is the spelling for the word gravitate. To move or tend to move or be attracted to or towards someone or something. Here's how we can use that word in a sentence. Many young people now gravitate toward careers in social media. Yeah. Blogger and vlogger and all these sort of things. Yep. That's the way it is, and it's Nadisha's time. It's time for the thought of the day. Good morning, Nadisha. How are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. You and the folks inside of Cafe in St. Andrew and surrounding areas. Louis, my brethren, good morning. What's up? Hope you're doing fine. You and the family and the home circle, right? The Holmes family, good morning. The folks at McQueen's service station, good morning to you. Mr. Singh, good morning. The Sandersons, good morning. Well, the thought of the day is, it is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. Yeah, a lot of fakes out there, right? It's better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. Yolan Smith Phillips, yes, we River Sally people will miss Mr. Mitchell, but God knows best, definitely. Joseph Ross says, good morning everyone on the GBN Live Network. Blessings to all. Mr. Joseph, stay safe. I will do my best. Jeremiah Ramu says, morning bro, good morning bro, how are you doing? Reaching out and saying good morning to Mr. Cecil Cadet and family. How are you doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Stay blessed as always, bro. Reaching out and say good morning to the folks at the container in River Road. Good morning, sir. How are you doing? Yeah, Dabo and surrounding areas. Good morning. Keisha and family. Yeah, morning. Let's see what's buzzing this morning. So many things are happening, man. Just seeing on the obituaries there also that Mr. Neville Caliste, one of the founders of call centers Grenada. I hope that's him, man. Yeah, he has transitioned. Boy. Okay, buzzing. Hunting season open from October 1st to December 31st, 2023. Now you can safely and legally hunt the manikou, tattoo, iguana, ramier, and the monkey. Of course, if you want to go hunting on someone's property, you need to seek their permission first before you just barge in on people's properties and doing what you want, okay? Buzzing. The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs informs the public that due to the commencement of refurbishment work at the St. George's Health Center, the facility is closed from November 11th to 21st, 2023. Now, all concerned are kindly asked to take note of this closure, as well as the rescheduling and relocation of services commencing Monday, November 13th at the following areas. Now, the dental clinics, they're at the National Stadium from November 13th to 17th. A pop-up clinic at the Bruce Street Mall in St. George's from November 17th, 23. Wound care dressing at at the outpatient clinic on the ground floor of Phase 2, the new building, General Hospital, extended doctors' clinic and other services at Happy Hill and the Snug Corner medical stations. The ministry also advises all clients and with appointments for the pediatric outpatient clinic on Wednesday, November 15th, that they will be contacted for the purposes of scheduling a new date. Clients are also encouraged to utilize the nearest health facility as well as the clinics that will be offering extended services in an effort to prevent overcrowding at the Accident and Emergency Department at the General Hospital. The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs reassures the public that the entire team is committed and working diligently to improve staff comfort and service delivery to clients. The ministry sincerely apologizes for any inconvenience the temporary closure and service interruption at the St. George's Health Center may cause, and thanks all for their understanding and patience as we navigate this situation together. Good morning to you, Senator Jonathan Lacrette and family. Hope you are doing fine. Yep. All right, also buzzing, political leader of the New National Party, Dr. Keith Mitchell, speaks of the passing of former Sports Minister Adrian Mitchell. Yeah. Spaceman. Good. Buzzing also, Norwegian Gateway makes inaugural visit to Grenada. That's a cruise ship, right? That's good. That's good news. Also buzzing, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell traveled to St. Lucia on Sunday to deliver a 50-year address at the St. Lucia Labour Party's annual conference of delegates. Prime Minister Mitchell is scheduled to return later on this evening. The Honorable Andy Williams, Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, will act as Prime Minister in the absence of Honorable Deacon Mitchell. And also buzzing this morning, His Majesty's Prison has received a new fleet of vehicles. All right, good news to transport guys. All right, okay. Folks, it's 17 minutes on to the hour of 7 o'clock. And Raquel Black Diamond Dali says, good morning, Mr. Innocent. Good morning to you. Cheryl Seeley, morning, blessings to everyone. Right, good. Those are the buzzing stories this morning. It's just about that time. Good morning to you, how you are. How are you? I'm okay. I'm back with us this week. Thank God for that. Yeah. God is good. Yeah, He's always, always that friend that sticketh closer than a brother. The words you speak become the house you live in. For by your words you will be declared righteous, and by your words you will be condemned. Don't ever take a fence down until you know why it was put up. The wise one is cautious and turns away from evil, but the stupid one is reckless and overconfident. Thank you, bro. Thank you for those words. Folks, we've got to take that break. We've got to do the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather. Those of you on GBN Television, we've got a rebroadcast of last Friday evening's television news. Stick and stay with us.
A Touch of Class, presented by Regan Mendez and friends. The music, the magic, a full choir, together with musicians, singers, dancers, and band, presenting a classical treat at the Gateway Center, Point Salim, on November the 19th at 7:30 p.m. A Touch of Class awaits you. Indulge in the classics from Carmen, Phantom of the Opera, and more. A musical evening filled with passion and excitement. A Touch of Class. Tickets are available at Go-To-Fet and Grenadian Optical for only $75. A Touch of Class.
Thanks for joining us. The Child Protection Authority is conducting investigations into the circumstances that caused a teenager to leave her place of residence, which resulted in her being reported missing by Grenadian police. On Thursday, a missing teen report was issued by the Community Relations Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force, seeking the public's assistance in locating 17-year-old Lillian Batiste of Paddock, St. George. A comment posted on a Facebook profile purporting to be that of the missing teenager claimed that she was okay. The post reads, and I quote, "I'm okay. Already called and explained why I left my foster home. I am okay. I'm not missing. I spoke to my relatives already. The environment where I was not good for me. I will come into the station in the morning. Just tired of moving home to home, going through the same stuff. I should be able to have a say." Unquote. Now, this stirred the attention of the Child Protection Authority and police to delve deeper to ascertain the nature of the problem, as the teenager is a foster child. Police informed the public on Friday that the teen has been reacquainted with her family. What's your verdict? The question the audience will be encouraged to ponder on after viewing a drama production aimed at fostering awareness and dialogue on pressing societal issues. The play, put on by the Labukan Creative Center in partnership with the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, and the Grenada Spotlight Initiative, is set to roll out on Sunday. Nisha Paul tells us more.
What's Your Verdict is a 2-hour play which delves into poignant themes that challenges traditional norms and advocates for the rights and well-being of children. Artistic director and creative consultant at the Labukan Creative Center, Francis Urias Peters, says the play, which is written for all age groups, features a young man accused of the unspeakable.
This is a murder trial where a young man murders his father, who was allegedly having an incestuous relationship with his sister. And here in the trial, and the members of the audience, they are the one who will be the jury to make the decision whether this guy is guilty or not. However, the defense counsel is here to prove, listen, what was happening in the home, that's responsible while we are here in this courtroom. The prosecutor is saying, listen, there's no issue, no charge for incest or for any domestic violence crime. It is a murder trial. So indirectly, there's a theme of youth violence, there's domestic violence, and the issue of sexual crimes, which is becoming a cause for great concern in Grenada and throughout the entire Caribbean.
The thought-provoking narrative, which intertwines local cultural elements, serves as a conversation starter and a catalyst for introspection and collective action, aiming to create a lasting impact on the communities it reaches. Peters says the play, which was first staged in the early 1990s, is yet another effort in the ongoing fight to bring about social change.
In fact, prior to 1992 or thereabout, incest was not a crime on the law books of Grenada. And it was in the early 90s, 1990, 91, 92 or thereabout, it was staged at the Maricho Folk Theatre. We invited Dr. Francis Alexis, who was the Attorney General at that time. He came to the place, saw it, and a few months after, I must say, that they took action, and he said, Urias, your law has been passed. And I felt so gratified to know how powerful and important and effective drama can be in actually bringing about a change. But of course, laws alone is not enough to change, because we have seen what is happening at their sizes every time. Sometimes 30-40% of the crimes are sexual crimes. So we have to go much deeper and engage the community on a consistent basis.
The first staging of What's Your Verdict will be held at the Pomerose Catholic School in St. David on Sunday at 6 p.m., continuing at the Grenada Boys Secondary School in St. George on November 18, and the Bonaire Government Primary School in St. Mark on November 19. The final showing is carded for the Hillsborough Secondary School in CARICOM at 7 p.m. on November 25, which is recognized as International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women and the start of 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. The public is invited to attend and engage in a discussion on the issues of violence and incest after its staging.
We're asking the community to come out. You'll be entertained, you will be enlightened, you'll be provoked, you'll be moved to emotions. Hopefully that we can be moved to become community activists for the sake of Grenada and for children's future.
For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
The Ministry of Health has initiated a VIP campaign to promote childhood vaccination and immunization. Here's the report.
I am vaccinated, I am immunized, I am protected, I'm a VIP. That's the key message in the VIP campaign launched by the Ministry of Health on Friday to emphasize the importance of vaccinating children to protect them from various diseases. Vaccination has proven to be an effective tool in eradicating several illnesses, and senior community health nurse Hannah St. Paul highlights its success.
Vaccines, as you know, are one of our most powerful innovations in the history of medicine. Smallpox is no more, thanks to vaccines. Polio has been eradicated in our region, thanks to vaccines. The region can boast of being certified measles-free for over 39 years, thanks to vaccines. Once feared diseases like diphtheria, tetanus, measles, and meningitis are now easily prevented thanks to vaccines.
St. Paul said there is a pressing need for increased awareness of vaccinations, particularly among children.
Today, we launched the VIP campaign. This campaign is a call for all citizens of Grenada to champion holistic health, starting with vaccination for immunization. This has become pertinent due to the increased hesitancy and refusal for immunization among our children. This issue has been further impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic.
The recent rise in vaccine hesitancy among parents of young children has gotten the ministry's attention. Dr. Sean Charles, Chief Medical Officer, recognizes the challenges faced in safeguarding children against vaccine-preventable diseases.
No parent would wish any of these diseases on their children. However, by failing to vaccinate, they place their children at risk. And this must be understood. No parent will wish them on their children. But by failing to vaccinate, by taking that decision to not vaccinate, they are placing their children at risk for these very diseases. All right. We know that vaccination is one of the most successful public health interventions, saves about 3 to 5 million lives annually. Its effectiveness, its safety has been demonstrated over the years.
The VIP campaign serves as a reminder that being vaccinated means being immunized and protected. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Other news, the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, OECS Commission, and the Caribbean Electric Utility Services Corporation, CARILEC, have entered into a memorandum of understanding in a landmark move to bolster the sustainable energy landscape in the Eastern Caribbean. More in this Nisha Paul report.
The MOU, which was signed on November 8, establishes a framework for collaboration on a range of initiatives in response to rising energy costs and the global imperative for cleaner energy sources. It also aims to transform the energy sector for the economic and social advancement of the region. Executive Director of CARILEC, Dr. Cletus Burton, hailed the historic signing as a positive move, highlighting areas of particular priority.
This has been a long day in coming, but very timely given the developments in the sector and in the national community regarding energy transitioning. Very exciting for CARILEC because one may be aware that the founding members of CARILEC as an association 34 years ago were actually primarily OECS-based utilities, and so this time in history that we are proud to have this historic agreement signed between CARILEC and the OECS Commission. The areas of focus also, we believe, are very timely. We're looking at initiatives, joint initiatives in pool procurement, central warehousing, geothermal, and legislative reform, all of which are really critical areas for energy transitioning and energy security, energy independence in the Eastern Caribbean in particular, and the wider Caribbean in general.
The MOU will also harness collective expertise to identify and implement sustainable energy solutions and technological advancements, enhance capacity building, and provide technical assistance, encourage proactive policy formulation and energy regulation, and collaborate with potential partners to secure investments. It also facilitates data collection and economic analysis for informed decision-making, the promotion of project development, including public-private partnerships, and foster the emergence of innovative business models aligned with evolving energy demands. OECS Director General Dr. Didacus Jules said the MOU paves the way for a transformative change in the energy sector.
This MOU recognizes energy development as a critical priority for the socio-economic advancement of the region. CARILEC's role as a pivotal player in the sustainable energy transition in the Caribbean is central to this collaboration, with the organization poised to lead in elevating the standards of electric utility services and championing the interests of the power industry across the Caribbean.
According to an OECS press release, regular engagements will ensure monitoring of progress, planning for future initiatives, and proper reporting and recognition for collaborative efforts. The implementation of the OECS CARILEC MOU will be guided by the resources and legal framework of both organizations. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Customers are in for a chance to win big with Flow this Christmas. Here's all we can tell you. Christina John has all the information of what's in store for lucky customers.
Flow Grenada today launched its Christmas on Us promotion, where customers can win over $150,000 in cash and prizes. Marketing and Communication Executive Troy Courtney provides insight into the promotion.
Participate in this promotion. All you need to do is just become a Flow customer if you're not one already, or you just need to pay your bill in full. You just need to sign up for one of our services. You just need to bundle. If you already have home internet, you can bundle your mobile and you can save 50% on your mobile bill every month. Or you can just basically switch.
And there's more.
So the excitement doesn't stop just there. We also have an interactive piece that is going to be a part of this Christmas promotion that is called Catch the Santa. Now, when our customers go into stores, what they are going to be able to do is that they're going to be able to do a transaction in the store, get a link to their phone that will allow them to basically play a game where they try to catch Santa in order for them to be able to win prizes. And those prizes, they will be able to win immediately. So we will have weekly prizes, and then we will have prizes that you can win immediately every single day. What prizes, you wonder? It's going to be stuff like hams, we're going to have wines, we're going to have grocery vouchers, we're going to have TVs, we're going to have so many items on that price list. Smartphones, anything you can think about. Christmas really is on us.
Courtney spoke of the JUMP program as Flow's way of giving back to Grenada. It is a partnership with the government of Grenada to bring digital literacy and affordable internet to people who do not have internet access. The JUMP program will come at a cost of only $20 EC a month to the receiving customer. Alinda Ramsey highlighted what's available for both prepaid and postpaid customers.
For prepaid customers, you can sign up for a prepaid service and you can get a handset as low as $199. And with that purchase, you can get a 7-day plan that gives you data and give you minutes, where you can call anywhere locally. For customers who are switching, you can purchase a handset as well for as low as $199, and we also give you a 30-day plan free. And that 30-day plan, you also get free minutes and free data. And not only that, So imagine for our postpaid customers, you can get a handset as low as $99. So postpaid customers who are signing up, you can get 2 handsets, yes, 2 Samsung handsets for only $99, and that's a Samsung Aero 4. Or you can sign up for one of our large postpaid plan and get the Samsung A14 for only $99. Now you can sign up for broadband or switch over from the other network, and you can get a device for only $1.
Christelina John, GBN News.
Grenadians for Justice, an activist group dedicated to advocating for social justice, recently held a press conference to address the ongoing Israel-Hamas war and its devastating impact on the people of Palestine.
And to this effect, we thought that we would have a number of activities, starting first with this press conference. Hopefully next week, we're in the planning stages now for a march and a delivery of a statement to both the British and U.S. embassies.
We demand immediate action to address the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. We call for an end to all the military action and corridors to facilitate urgently needed assistance in civilian movement and the release of hostages.
Just this morning, I heard there was a decision, I think, taken mainly by the U.S. and the Israelis for a pause, which is a 4-day a pause of 4 hours each day, which I think is really inadequate because when we look at what is happening at this time, children, I think the numbers are, I think, currently in excess of 10,000 persons have already been killed, including at least half of that number is children and women. There are still persons under the rubble, and bombs continue to rain down.
All right, Reverend Silbert Prescott talking there. Before him, Rolanda McQueen and Siddiqui Sylvester. Arisa Credit Union is now open for business at its newest location in Grenadians, close to the KFC outlet. Christelina John attended Friday's opening ceremony and has this report.
This symbolic ribbon cutting by acting Prime Minister and Parliamentary Representative Andy Williams signaled the official opening of the doors of Arisa's newest branch in Grand and St. George. Operations began at Arisa's new location from today, offering similar services as offered by its St. George's, Grenville and CARICOM outlets. Taking up the baton passed on by former Chief Executive Officer Lucia Andel, newly appointed CEO Movin Lord said Arisa's presence in the south of the island is fulfillment of one of Ms. Andel's dream.
Celebrating today would have been inconceivable without the support of a very knowledgeable, capable, and dedicated team. My fellow Arisans, I sincerely appreciate you. And I thank you for welcoming me into this remarkable Arisa family just under 1 year ago. I salute Miss Lucia Andel, whose baton I received, for her invaluable contribution to this amazing institution. Give her a round of applause.
Arisa Credit Union now serves 25,727 members, have a workforce of 126, and total assets of over 6,024 million as of the 31st October 2023.
With growth, of course, come many challenges. But I always like to lean on Mr. Chetram. He will say opportunities. And the need for bigger, better, and sometimes additional facilities as well as a broader suite of products and services to meet and surpass our members' expectation. But guess what? We understand this requirement and pride ourselves in responding to the needs of our members. We are confident that at Arisa, there is something special for every single member.
Minister with responsibility for cooperatives, Senator Adrian Thomas, welcomed this newest addition to the Arisa suite, indicating that he anticipates further expansion as the financial institution seeks to penetrate the market in other parishes.
Brothers and sisters, the opening of the Grenadians branch forms part of the expansion and decentralization policy implemented by the credit union in its effort to bring services closer to its members and customers. Arisa has made this strategic choice so as to enhance the effectiveness and impact of its operation in the various communities, and especially here in the south of the island. This is a commendable effort.
Senator Thomas gave his government's commitment to creating an enabling environment for expansion and development in the financial and cooperative sectors. Christelina John, GBN News.
Staff and students of J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary School are the focus of GBN ISOR Lens. Stay with us.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISOR is brought to you by Clear Vision.
The J.W. Fletcher staff and students are stepping into tonight's ISOR. The school's annual health walk was held on Friday as a build-up to its road race on November 23rd. Every teacher and student were expected to participate. All teachers and students participated in the walk, which started at the back of the school, up to Archibald Avenue, onto White Gun and Parade, and then into Creighton. They then walked up Richmond Hill and onto the forts Matthew and Frederick. The group rested, took pictures, then headed back down Richmond Hill, ending at the school. We thank our citizen journalists for that submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Grenada, get ready. A new season of the Grenleg Debates is coming. Informative, impromptu, bright young minds sparking powerful ideas. The Grenleg Debates, September 2023. Tune in.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sun Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Hey, come closer. I want to tell you something amazing.
I am Nexa. And when I say Nexa, I mean more than just another financial institution. We're a family. We're a community.
A community that listens and values your voice in every decision we make.
Big financial decisions can be daunting, but Nexa is a strong support system here to guide you every step of the way.
Nexa believes in empowerment.
but you are never alone.
We're with you wherever your road leads. Whether it's owning my first home, educating my kids, or starting a business, Nexa is where I am following my dreams.
And here's the exciting part. You can be part of this incredible journey too. Just join today.
I am Nexa, and you can be too.
We're making it even better to be a Nexa member. Ask a friend who's already a member to refer you. Our members refer someone, and both of you can enjoy special rewards. It's a win-win. Call us at 440-1354. Visit us on our social media or our website for how to join.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Viewers and listeners, welcome to the conversation. It's 11 minutes after 7 o'clock, and before I introduce my guest, I know you already know him. You know, he's a home brand name in Grenada, but I just want to go to our Facebook page. As May says, good morning, Mr. Joseph. On behalf of my husband and I, we would like to send our condolences to the family of Spaceman. The last time we visited him, we were on our way to Saraka. May he rest in peace. He fought a good fight. On this note, I'll introduce my guests. I like to call people like that the Honorable Dexter Mitchell. Good. No, but that's sounding close to some kind of politics.
Exactly.
Yeah, let me leave that out.
Just Dexter Mitchell.
Yeah. All right, folks. Dexter Mitchell, he is the founder and the CEO of Made in Grenada. I know we all know that brand event. Dexter, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Gordon, and pleasant good morning to your viewers and listeners. It's a pleasure to be here this morning after a nice, refreshing weekend. I think a few weeks ago we were all crying out on the heat. So it's nice to have some nice, cool weather now.
But that's the problem with Grenada. You still hear people crying, "Oh gosh, too much rain." When it was hot, everybody, you can't please us.
That's the nature of our people. But thank God for the showers. I guess the animals, the plants, the farmers. Now our size happy.
That's. I mean, it augurs well for us. Before we delve into Made in Grenada, by chance, seeing that you're so in depth into the Calypso art form and sports in general, your path must have crossed with Adrian Spaceman Mitchell before.
Oh yeah, most certainly. And I would like to take the opportunity presented now to extend condolences to his loved ones, to his family, and to his extended family. Those I know who he worked with on the way here. I heard you mention his involvement with you and Calypso, and he was a very great friend of not just Calypso but culture and sports in general. Essentially the founder of the Hard Rock Football Club, and up until recently still actively involved in the Saraka in River Sally. I mean, that was one of the most stopped places when you go to the Saraka in River Sally. So he's lived a good life. Obviously we do not want to get to the point where we lose someone, but the fact that he contributed so well, I think we should all aspire to walk in the shoes of Mr. Mitchell. Contribute when you can, make a genuine and concerted effort to contribute and leave a legacy, and I think he has done well. And condolences to those who are grieving right now.
Yeah, I know the folks from Hard Rock Sports Club will be really, really broken-hearted. They're Messi and the guys, and anything in River Sally. Well, Spaceman.
Spaceman had the stamp of Spaceman.
Yeah, he had, whether it's a pea soup on the block. I remember in the earlier years, like in 90, 91, thereabout, where I was liming around in River Sally a lot, exploring the place and so forth. And literally every what we call the block and a pot is going on. If Spaceman is not there present, he had something in the pot. That's how interactive he was.
But I think even as minister too, I think he did a lot for culture. He did a lot for sports. A lot of the development of Calypso and soca would be attributed to Adrian Mitchell. Again, I think we should all aspire to be able to leave a legacy, and especially those of us in culture. I mean, not just take the glory, but genuinely contribute. So that when that time comes, kind words can be spoken of us.
Yeah, definitely. May his soul rest in peace.
Most definitely.
He's in front. He's gonna, he's clearing the way for when we.
Well, I think we still have work here to do for those of us.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, there's still some work to be done.
My journey has just begun,
and I think that's one of the reasons I'm here this morning to discuss Calypso and a Calypso event.
Yeah, tell us about, before we get into the actual event that's coming up. I want a foundation as to how this Made in Grenada brand came about.
Made in Grenada started in 2002. It was a collaborative effort. Some friends and I had an idea. Well, the first thought, innocent, was to do a local show that had more local artists than the semi-finals. The biggest show with the most local artists. So that would have been the soca semis. Used to have 30 artists. So we wanted to do a show with more than 30 artists. So we came up with 40 artists. And some people referred to the show as 40 local, the total local showcase. So we call it Made in Grenada. It was essentially all Grenadian food, Grenadian drinks and so on. I think it was done in 2002 for the first time in quarantine station. So that is where the name and the brand of Made in Grenada came. And then since then we transitioned into doing articles, doing other events. We've done the Made in Grenada celebrity football game where we raise funds for charitable organizations and so on. And just to keep Grenada at the forefront, especially in culture and more recently in sports, to kind of brag about what we have. If you listen to Jamaicans, for example, or to Trinidadians, they would tell you that what they have is the best. And I think we have a penchant for importing what they have to offer, even when it is not of the best.
Sometimes it's subpar to us.
Exactly. So the Made in Grenada agenda is unapologetically Grenadian, bragging and boasting about things Grenada. So every once in a while we'll come up with an idea. We continue to do charitable stuff. Along with my mother, Ms. Jacqueline Schoon, we do toys. Christmas time we have a schedule of toys again, and throughout the year we provide. Don't really like to talk about those things much. People are in need and we go out and we assist what we can.
You do your share of benevolence.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So Made in Grenada 50. That's coming up. I think the concept is to coincide with Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence.
Well, as a Calypso fan and the Made in Grenada brand that features all things Grenada, thought it appropriate that as we celebrate 50 years of independence, that we do something special for Calypso. So the idea came up to do something called Calypso at 50, which is a celebration of 50 years of Calypso. So on Sunday, the 11th of February, at the Grenada National Stadium, the Junior Morris stand, we will feature. We've announced 12 artists, 6 artists so far. Sorry. So Ajamo is on the cast, Black Wizard, the Inspector, of course, Peter Humphrey, Flying Turkey, and Squeezy. We are going to double the cast is going to be doubled. So we have 6 more artists to be announced as time goes by. So we'll have 12 of the top Calypsonians over the last 50 years in Grenada. So we have representation from the 1970s, 80s, 90s, right up to present time. And we will feature some of the classics, some of the anthems, some of the hits. So the criteria for selection of the artists is based on the production of hits, not necessarily winning a crown. So it's not a winners in concert. It is not a kings of kings. I heard someone refer to it as a kings in concert. No, it's not. It's a celebration of great, outstanding Calypso and Calypsonians.
Have you by chance spoken to my managers yet?
Not as yet. We haven't gotten to that part of the show as yet. No, but we are putting things together to make sure it's extra special. I'm enthused because of the enthusiasm of the artists, the Calypsonians. I mean, there's constant conversation with all 12 of them. And the excitement and the buzz, makes me work even harder to ensure that we put on an excellent show for Grenada. To showcase here, it's a Calypso show. It's a celebration of Calypso on Sunday, the 11th of February. it will be a celebration of all things Calypso.
Is Monday a holiday?
No, Monday is not a holiday.
Okay, so that means that show would start relatively early.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, it would start at 6 p.m. And that formula has been used before, where you have a Calypso show at 6 p.m. So especially for that audience, people who go out and go to church in the morning, come back, have their Sunday lunch, and then come and sit down and enjoy some wonderful Calypso. So that is the formula. I would like to thank the National Organizing Committee for the 50th anniversary celebrations and Dr. Wendy Crawford for acknowledging the show and placing it on the schedule of events for the 50th. I wrote to the organization and they consented that it warrants inclusion on the schedule, and it puts a little bit more pressure on us to deliver. Obviously it's one of the events that people are looking forward to for independence, so we are going to work very, very hard to deliver an excellent show. Quality band of all-star musicians will be assembled, are being assembled to put to back the artists. 4 outstanding voices who will do the backup vocals, and then obviously we're working on the MC and so on. But the production of the show has already started, so we are going to have a dynamic beginning to the show, a video presentation, and of course we kickstart with artists and so on. We are going to acknowledge some people who have contributed to Calypso. Normally the Calypsonians themselves get awarded, but there are people who off stage who've contributed significantly to the development of Calypso over the last 50 years. So some of those people, MCs, tent leaders and so on, people in production work, will be acknowledged and recognized and awarded on the night of the 11th of February, and we'll have a spectacular end to the show. I'm really looking forward to that part. Getting everybody on stage together to end the show and to end the celebration of 50 years of Calypso in a very, very spectacular manner.
What is the feel on the ground thus far?
The buzz was a little more than I expected.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, especially outside of Grenada. I've gotten several calls, emails and texts of people coming in, coming in specifically for the show, and now having a reason, coming in for the parade, which is on Wednesday the 7th of February, and then you stay on for Sunday the 11th. No, but it's kind of an easy sell though, because it's what we grew up on. I mean, it's what we knew here at GBN when it used to be GBC. Calypso, before we had so many options and so many choices, we all grew up on Calypso, and some of the songs that have kind of formed the soundtrack to our lives over especially over the last 50 years have been what we've grown up on. So whether it's Inspector Zitin Better, Peter Humphreys, Miss Daisy, Unlucky's Abortion, or the original Inspector Agriculture. I remember there used to be an agriculture program, and that was the theme song. So those are the songs and the anthems and the hits. So that is what we are trying to feature: these hits, the anthems. The goal is that every time an artist comes on stage and he or she starts singing, the audience members should be up and dancing. They should be up and waving and dancing. They should that feeling of nostalgia. And they should be able to sing all the songs word for word. I think most of us grew up on those songs, so we know them very well.
That's indeed a wonderful gesture, because some folks are of the opinion that the real die-hard authentic Calypso is dying in Grenada. You subscribe to that theory as well?
No, I don't. I think that we are not doing enough. I think a lot more can be done for the development of Calypso. I think we don't play Calypso. So if we don't play Calypso, how does the audience develop an appreciation, especially a younger audience? I mean, we look at what Rootsman Kelly was able to do this year with his song "Die Nothing" and the responses he was able to get on both sides of the political divide. Look at the turnout for Calypso in St. Andrew in Progress Park. Although I subscribe to Sunday night for Calypso finals,
of course,
that's a different story.
Yeah, that's a whole week for political contention.
But people still turn out for Calypso. You look at that Godfrey's Legends of Calypso. You look at I have done a Mother's Day show. I've done a couple of them, and there was another one in Trade Center, and both sold out. So there is an appreciation, and a thirst for Calypso, and I think that is why we are doing this event on the 11th of February. One gentleman told me that it will become my responsibility after that, after we prove the point that Calypso is still alive and people appreciate, especially local Calypso, that something has to be done. We cannot just take it for granted. We cannot say people are not interested when people are going to come out. If people are coming out and supporting it, we have to make time for it. We understand now that we have to compete. It's not like when we were growing up, you only had one radio station or only one genre of music to listen to. There is competition. So I think the powers that be have to understand that, and they have to make some effort to ensure that there is a space and time for the indigenous arts, not just Calypso, but the other forms of cultural expressions.
Back to Made in Grenada 50. What's the cost for tickets?
Oh, the cost of the tickets are $50. So we keep in
everything 50.
Yes, 50 years of Calypso. Yeah. So like I said, there will be representation of Calypso from the 70s, from that era, 71, 72, 73, right up to 2023. It's the 50th anniversary of Grenada's independence. So the general admission tickets are now available at GoToFet. That's GO2FETE.com, GoToFet.com at $50. And there are no gimmicks. I know in recent times when you hear shows advertised, you hear Oli Board and the Oli Warm and the
it's $50.
It's $50 across the board. Obviously, if you do not purchase the tickets when you get to the gate on Sunday the 11th of February, there'll be an increase in the price. But the general admission tickets are $50 across the board, and we do not have a VIP section. Again, we do not, the effort and the time it takes to create that segregation and separation. I think that time and effort could be put into production of the show. So we are focusing on putting on a quality event, making sure that when people get to the stadium, that they are dazzled and amazed, they are comfortable, and the Calypsonians put on a wonderful show. And we expect that. I mean, you look at the cast, the Squeezy, the Flying Turkey, Inspector. Like I said, the conversations are ongoing right now, in terms of planning what are we going to do. Some of the ideas of the Calypsonians, and we are putting together a wonderful production.
Okay. Someone seems to want to get in on the conversation. Somebody maybe want to buy a ticket already. So let's go to the phone line and say good morning, caller.
President, good morning. I don't want to buy a ticket, but I have been listening what I see in part, and it has dawned on me. I don't know what your guest would say about that. How about having Mighty Sparrow? I don't know where you'd have him as a guest. I mean, he has never really contributed much to Grenada. He's lived in Trinidad all his years, etc. But he has helped to put Grenada on the map, etc., etc. Would he be included, obviously, for the 50th celebration? I don't know what you guys are thinking, but as I hear this is dawned on me. Let me hear your response.
Okay, thank you, caller.
For this particular show, we are not going to bring in anybody from outside of Grenada. The Calypsonians that are going to be featured and the people who are going to be honored are all Grenadians. So the Mighty Sparrow, no consideration has been given to honoring the Mighty Sparrow on that show. There are other people, and he has been honored before. I've witnessed a show here where he was brought in and he was still paid well to be honored. Yeah. So that's not going to happen on this particular show. What I can tell you is that the 12 Calypsonians are going to be a collection of Grenadian Calypsonians as we have never seen before. And like I said, over the last 50 years, there have been Grenadians who've contributed significantly. People who've played Calypso, people who've recorded Calypso, people who've produced Calypso, people who've emceed Calypso, people who've managed Calypso tents, who have not gotten the credits and the recognition for what they have done. And Sparrow could be recognized again, but it's not going to be done on this particular show. What we are going to do is recognize those who have contributed to the development of Grenada's Calypso and Grenada's Calypso structure.
And in addition to that, Sparrow is kind of out of the circuit at the moment. He's deep into church. I don't think he's participating in. Let's take this other caller. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, sir. And how are you today?
I am alive and thankful. Welcome. How are you?
And to the gentleman, I'm okay. Well, I just want to say congratulations to what they are doing, and my condolence also go out to Mr. Spaceman. I find I didn't interact with him much, but he's an outstanding gentleman, and in his times of their politics, once or twice I go to his business place and buy stuff, and he sell for me, and I had a little interaction because I walk around the country, And then when I look at it, like, he is one of the only men I see that you can put close. You see, they have pictures of the past prime ministers close to next to Uncle Gary and have that significant and outstanding look. That is a gentleman. And what I want to say to the gentleman at Calypso is good, but I don't know if you're going to make our wrongs up because it's 50. Let's do everything 50, man. 50 Calypsonians. And like the guy, the original inspector, Dennis Thomas, that sing Grenada So Nice and Gay, and the fella that sing Brighter Out of Darkness. Yeah, if you could get these guys and bring them in, even not, they don't be want to recognize, but guest artists to make the thing from the old to the new, right? Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. Thank you. 50. To be honest with you, that thought was buzzing. I knew someone was going to call it and say that.
It's impossible to do a show with 50 Calypsonians. What it speaks to is, and I think the government has announced that the 50th anniversary is a year-long celebration. So it means that we can do other shows after the 11th of February. So maybe that's something to be explored. I mean, Innocent, even trying to get 50 songs performed is a bit of a challenge because you have to rehearse. Remember, a lot of those guys have not performed in a while, so you have to get all the music together and get the band to rehearse.
And not only that, they themselves have to fine tune too.
Exactly, their voices.
Because I haven't been in the thing for so long, and some of my early songs I can't remember them. If I had to do a show with them now, I had to go back and get back into it.
Exactly. So we are trying to do 50 songs. I think we will be able to. My musical director probably wouldn't want to hear that because we'll be going back and forth about the number of songs, but we are probably going to get about 50 songs on the night. Like I said, 6 Calypsonians have already been announced, so we are going to double the cast, 12 Calypsonians. What we are going to try to do, and not try to do, what we are doing is providing the song track for the last 50 years. So you are going to get early 70s, mid 70s performers, 80s. I mean that whole showcase of Queenspark, what Queenspark offered between 1981 to 1996. You're going to get a lot of that, and then post Queenspark, the era of the Beast and Skull and so on.
Someone said you should get someone to do some of Papi Tet's songs.
I am not going to reveal what is going to be done on the night, but Calypsonians who are no longer with us, some of those songs are going to be performed by Calypsonians who are with us. In fact, in calling the Calypsonians, a couple of them actually had those requests. Dexter want to do that song in tribute to that person. Even before I could ask, a couple of them offered to do that. So there will be some surprises where Calypsonians will choose a song that meant a lot to them from somebody who's passed on, and they will deliver that song on that night.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, of course, this is just the start of the promotion for it.
Yeah, most certainly.
And I'm going to extend an open invitation to you on Saturdays. We can always do it during the marketplace program between 6 and 10 because I'm a Calypso freak. I love good Calypsos, and I'm prepared to work along with you all. And
okay, great. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, and it gives us an opportunity on with a bit more time to play some of the songs.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, even in researching, because in putting the program together, we have to identify the songs that the Calypsonians will sing. So I mean, obviously, you look for certain songs that a Calypsonian might not have performed in a while,
and get people into it as well.
Exactly, So it's very interesting. You kind of forgot certain songs, So I think the gentleman mentioned Original Inspector, Unlucky, a former Calypso monarch, and Flying Turkey, Squeezy, I mean, and Squeezy is an artist that we kind of we hone in on a couple of songs, and we forget the vast catalog of songs that Squeezy has.
Always tell people Squeezy is one of the most prolific writers in Grenada, you know, and he has a wide range of selections.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, Squeezy has a first. He's the only young king in Grenada. They had the show once.
Once he's still the reigning young king.
Really,
and
he got old, but he's still young king.
And he's kind of, well, not kind of. He's the raga soca king of Grenada. He's the one kind of brought exactly, you know. So he's soca artist, raga soca artist, Calypsonian. I mean, with the double meanings and so on, you know. So people like Inspector and again, and Inspector's vast catalog of songs, you know, we can go deep into the catalog and pull some songs out that he will perform that he has not performed in a while. There are Jambo, you know, and certain things that he has not done in a while, you know, and Black Wizard, again, the catalog. So I am looking forward to it as a Calypso fan, as the producer of the show. Like I said, I'm working extremely hard to ensure that that Calypso gets a national platform and a celebration that is worthy of 50 years.
50 years.
Yeah, I think people are going to be surprised and are going to be thoroughly entertained by what we do. Also looking forward to the tributes to acknowledging the contributions of people who piloted the development of Calypso over the last 50 years. So like I said, it's only $50 and tickets are now available at gotofit.com. Physical tickets will be available island-wide, and we'll make those announcements at the end of November, at which time we'll announce the other 6 Calypsonians. Again, I wish I could say the names right now. I wish I could just, I'm so excited, like I want to say the songs that will be performed, the order the Calypsonians will perform in, what to expect and so on, but that will come as time goes along.
Okay.
You know.
Let's take this final caller before we wrap up. Good morning, caller.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you. I hope you guys don't forget Beast and Mr. X. Please include them in your cast.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thanks for the suggestion. Yeah, well, like I said, we are doubling the cast, so I hopefully when we put out the other 6 names, that it meets the approval of Calypso fans.
But you have to take into consideration, it doesn't matter how many people you put, somebody's con will still get mashed because they will say, oh, this person not there. You understand? No, because we have such a wide diversity of Calypsonians here, you know?
That's why I think it might call for a repeat. Probably later on in the year, probably in February of 2025, because we would never be able to satisfy all the Calypso fans. There are artists who would not make the cast in 2024. There are songs that will not be performed. I expect people to come up to me and say, well, how come
you sing that?
Yeah, exactly. You know, so and it's just not physically possible to do it. You know, we'll be there until Tuesday morning. You know, so yeah, but we are going to try and make it as exciting and as inclusive as possible to really give, like I said, a synopsis of Calypso over the last 50 years. And when we put the package together, it is our hope that when people leave the stadium, that they feel satisfied. They feel, you know,
$50 well spent.
Not just $50, but I got a full appreciation of Grenada's Calypso. I got the essence of Grenada's Calypso over the last 50 years.
Yes. All right, Dexter, thank you very much for dropping by. And as we said, we are going to, Michael Hutchinson, he says, I am a veteran, I want a spot. Yeah, all right, Mikey.
No, there are a lot of ideas, like I said, and I know that, and people are going to start going back into the archives, but again, and it goes back to the purpose and the point of the establishment of Made in Grenada, to showcase what we have, and sometimes we take for granted what we have, and as know that these nostalgic moments are coming, we will recognize, the great nights at Queen's Park, the great rivalries, the performances. You look at a Wizard in 1989 performance of IMF, still one of the greatest Calypsos ever written and performed. Inspector's Hurricane and that Pekong Voss, I mean, still one of the greatest pecan voices in Calypso history, not just in Grenada, but wherever Calypso has been sung. So, and just that entire rivalry, Ajamo, think about Ajamo's comeback in 1995 after staying out of competition for 2 years, winning the crown 3 years in a row, 1990, 91, 92, Inspector 1 in 93, Black Wizard in 94, and Ajamo comes back in 1995 on the road again and dominates, So once we start
the glorious days of it, man.
Exactly.
On Saturday mornings, I try to bring back that nostalgic feeling, and the calls are usually like crazy. People really enjoy. So I'm happy that Made in Grenada is trying to bring back that, and I know that you've put a real serious marker on your chest now, because people are going to expect you to continue with this sort of thing, because as you rightfully say, Grenadians, we have a natural taste for Calypso. We've been served so many derivatives from it now that we kind of fighting to choose, but in the final analysis, people still choose Calypso.
It's still inbred, and it doesn't matter whether we want to call it gospel soca, raga soca, jab soca, what it is, still Calypso. It's still Calypso, and there's still an appreciation for the roots of it. I mean, some of the best songs came out of Calypso, and the chronicling of our history is through Calypso. You listen to Calypso to get some of the stories of things that happened over the years, and I think that is part of the story that we want to feature also, that incidents that took place, whether they were political or social, were chronicled in Calypso, and we can relate to them.
All right. Well, like I said, Dexter, all the best, and
thank you very much.
We'll keep pushing it.
And thank you very much for having me this morning.
No, the pleasure is always mine, man. Folks, I've been speaking with the founder and CEO of Made in Grenada, and we're looking forward to that grand Made in Grenada 50 on the 11th of February. We look forward to that. We take a break. We'll be back with the conversation after this. Don't you go anywhere.
I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
You want to get an insight into your life? Are you willing to find astrological solutions? Master Shivrudra, the world's best psychic and spiritual healer with competency in other services too. He has guided many people who are going through a situation to find solutions to their problems and use astrological remedies for positivity. He provides services to get your ex-love back, negative energy removal, family problem solutions, health problem, and many more.
He located at Grenada STT, George's. Call him or WhatsApp +1 for 735375939.
Bring out the ham, bring out the lights, share the joy. It's time for Carols by Candlelight, the Rotary Club of Grenada's annual family fundraiser event on Sunday, 3rd December 2023 at Quarantine Point Recreational Park. Featuring 3 grand concerts with top artists and performers, including appearance from international guest artist Marcia Miranda. See the enchanting Monica Benoit Christmas Park. 1,000 gifts giveaway for the kids. Santa, local and international foods, wine lounge, fully stocked bar and kids lounge, family movies, holiday boutique store, fireworks display, and so much more. Get your tickets now. $10 for children, $45 regular, and more at the door. Tickets are available online at godofed.com, Grenadian Optical St. George, and Spiceland Mall, Gittins Drug Mart, or from any Rotarian. Get ready for Carols by Candlelight, Sunday, 3rd December, 4 p.m. until midnight. Follow on Facebook and Instagram for updates.
All right, welcome back, viewers and listeners. It's 16 minutes on to 8 o'clock. It's the conversation. We have some time in which we can, converse on a thing or two. Again, I know quite a number of you would like to, extend condolences to former Sports Minister Adrian Spaceman Mitchell, who has transitioned to the great beyond. If you want to do so, you have the opportunity to do that. However, if there's anything that is really buzzing in your community or so that you'd like to share or something that you want to bring across, we have a few minutes in which you can do that. And I do hope you had a good weekend. Hope all is well, and you're doing fine. GBN has a program on country and western music, but there is not a Grenada music program when Grenada has so much music to offer. Caller, I'm confused. If he has never contributed to Grenada, why should he be included in our 50th? And I guess that when the gentleman mentioned the mighty Sparrow being included. Dinsdale Moore, what happened to Walter Thomas, bright out of darkness? Okay. Mildred Smith says good morning. Mikey, good morning, bro. Hope you're doing fine. And okay. All right, the number you can call, it's 435-2041. Someone says, good morning, Brother Gordon. I wish you could call out all the names of my dear sisters and brothers that lost their life on October 19th. Rest in peace, my comrades, gone but not forgotten. Oh, that would be difficult. That would be a difficult one to do. But as time progresses, more and more information is coming out. Okay, so like I said, you can call me 435-2041 and raise any concerns, share anything. Like I said, it's a golden opportunity to, share your thoughts on the passing of, well, not the passing of, but, your interactions with former Minister Adrian Mitchell. This is a golden opportunity. Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent.
Hi, morning. Welcome.
I just want to send out condolences to Mr. Bido.
Mr. Bido in CARICOM?
Yes.
So
died, yeah?
So he really died?
Yeah, he died, yeah. I heard the announcement up to this morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, so I just sent him out. He was such a nice man.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Thank you for confirming, right?
Okay, then.
Have a good one, yes. God bless. Good. All right, so it's official now, Mr. Bido. The guy I always chit-chat with on mornings, he has transitioned. May his soul rest in peace. Raquel Black Diamond Daly says, good morning, Mr. Innocent. Good morning, Raquel. Good morning, Cheryl also. Right, Veronica Sandy says, good morning, Gordon, Innocent, Joseph, Grenada, CARICOM, and Pity Matnick. Good morning, everyone. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Pleasant morning to you.
Welcome.
Yes, Nanny.
Nanny, how you do?
Well, Nanny, so thanks.
You holding on?
Yes.
Nice.
You said to the mister that if Mr. Bido really dies, and Mr. Innocent, your name color big and bold on the radio station for friend.
Really? Oh my goodness.
I think also Blossom too.
Okay.
Yes, on Kim Station in CARICOM.
Okay. So when is the funeral?
The funeral is Wednesday, please God.
This Wednesday?
Yes, I was up there for 2 weeks. I went and do some therapy. But I came down. And why I came down, I have an appointment for the doctor in Grambra on Wednesday, please God. So it's happened I cannot go to the funeral. But anyway, I met his relative, his sister. All of us, he and his sister went to school together in CARICOM.
Okay. Wow.
So I know them very well. But your name colored big and bold on Kim Station for friend.
Okay.
Because you know you and he was good buddies.
Yeah,
calling program.
I actually, not only that, I actually went and sat down with Mr. Bido a Sunday afternoon in CARICOM.
Yes.
A couple of, about 2 years back. Sat and talk with him,
Yes.
Such a pleasant soul.
Yes.
Wow.
So he will be buried on Wednesday, please God.
Okay.
Sorry, I cannot be there because my appointment is the same day down here. Yes, so I send my sympathy to you too and blossom.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks.
Okay.
Nenny, all the best.
Yes, you have a blessed month.
Let me tell you something. The whatsoever test you're going to do on Wednesday, the result is good already, all right?
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Okay, good. All right, have a good one. Okay, good. Bye-bye. 11 minutes on to 8 o'clock. All right. So many people are going down. So many people are being called home. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Hi. Morning. Welcome.
Callers. Let me extend sympathy to the relatives of Spaceman Mitchell. I think he played a very important role in this community in particular. He will be remembered for all of the contribution that he has made. So my condolences to his relatives and friends.
Okay, thank you.
I also want you to find out for me, because I've been trying to, in a way, unsuccessful. There are some parish representatives for the celebration, the Independence Celebration Committee. There are some persons that is responsible from the parish who are on those committees. I don't know why those persons are not revealed. People are supposed to know who they are.
Okay.
And I mean, for instance, I don't know who the parish representative in St. Patrick's is.
Okay.
I mean, these are things that people should know. We should know who that person is so that we could interact and get information on all of those things. It's not a nice situation where persons are representing the parish and these persons who are representing is not known.
Okay.
So see what you could do in this regard.
Okay, I'll reach out to Dr. Crawford and Miss Gail Purcell and see what information I can get.
And not just St. Patrick's, all of the parishes. So people know, people in the parishes know who they represent, so they could call, they could have contact numbers if they want to make a suggestion, whatever, that the people could do that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks for highlighting that. Okay.
Take care, my brother.
Have a good one, bro. Yeah. Bye-bye.
You too.
Yeah. Good. I know Miss Purcell and Dr. Crawford always locked in, so you heard the cry, okay? Send us some information, let us disseminate it for you. 435-2041, that's the number to call. It's 9 minutes away from 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock workers, you should be on the job already. I want to say good morning to my good brethren, Dark Knight out there in Subies in St. Andrew. Good morning, bro. How are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Yep. In relations to the best, the made in Grenada 50, someone says, by the way, 12 is not enough. How about 18? Dexter, you're hearing, all right? I know that you opened a kind of worms this morning with this. Folks, it's 8 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Let's take a final commercial break and get back with the wrap of the program.
So it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Hi, good day. My name is Kyle Sylvester. I am the manager and founder of Case Farming Enterprise. We're an agro-processing business that are involved in the processing of agricultural goods, where we do bottle seasoning packs, lettuce, kale, and broccoli. Sometimes we as human beings get sick or injured on the job. NS provides a safety net for us. I am here to encourage other entrepreneurs and self-employed persons to sign up under the NIS self-employment program.
There are now 5, 10, 15-year survivors even with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. So if someone tells you just get your affairs in order and don't do anything, that's a mistake.
We need families who've been devastated by this disease to get on board so we can get more research and get to the cure.
Join us on Caribbean Medical TV right here on this station.
Welcome back. It's 5 minutes on to 8 o'clock, the final 5 minutes on the program. We do have a little time, okay, that you can YGBN has, let me see, someone says YGBN has all that bush hanging over your head. They can do better, take them down and put something up. Well, me bless me with a proper set and, you know, a nice tall table and everything with the, you know, proper cups and you know, bless us with that, you know. I don't look back, so, but I mean that shows how varied we people are. I met a few people and they're saying, oh, lovely decoration on the morning. All right, but what do you do? Some folks like, some don't. All right, it's 4 minutes away from 8 o'clock. At 8, you know, we join the BBC, and we look forward to that. And let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Gordon. How are you?
I am good. Welcome to the program.
I listen to your program all the time, but they keep breaking down. When I leave the radio and I come back, I meet a little noise and no sound. What's wrong with you all with the television station? You're always all breaking down all the time. When we listen for everything, it's just no noisy and no sound of you all.
Okay.
You fixing that?
Well, of course, the technicians would work on it, yeah?
Well, tell them get it fixed because you all always have a breakdown, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye. That's why they're called machines. Yeah, every now and then, you know, and I know we had an issue with a lightning strike weekend, but we do our best to, you know, whenever we break down, our technicians working assiduously to get things up and running as quickly as possible. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Caller, good morning. All right, you need to. I think it's now gospel that when you're calling into the program, you need to turn whatever you've got right down, if not take it off completely, and communicate to me via the telephone. Or else I can't hear you. You understand? Again, I want to reach out to all the farmers of the nation. You know, the Spice Planting Day is coming up on the 29th. You have the opportunity to be a part of that. Register, go to the Cocoa Association's point, the Nutmeg Association's point, and get that working. Good morning, caller. Caller, good morning. Okay. For some reason, that person seems to be having connectivity issues. Nonetheless, you know, 435-2041, that's the number you can call. We've got a minute to spare. folks, this is where we're gonna pull the plug and the program. It's been a pleasure being around with you for the program this morning, and if the good Lord spare our lives, we'll have another one tomorrow if all goes well. I will be around with you, and those of you who called and participated one way or the other, thank you very much for your calls and your participation. That's it for the conversation this morning. Bye bye. I love you.